and welcome to today's live stream. I was determined, literally determined that I was going to be on time today. Fallen at the first hurdle, I apologise. But I have, most importantly, got my cup of tea, so we are all good. We are all good on that front. How is everyone today? How's everyone's Saturday going? What's new? Any news? Anything exciting happening to anyone? I want to know in the comment section. We are not alone today. Normally, like, everyone always asks to see, like, pet pictures, cats, dogs, and all this lot. And I always say, well, they're not with me today, like they usually avoid. But I have cat in the car. I don't know if you can see Marcel sleeping. And we've got my new sausage dog, Meet Lon. Hello, you. Have you said hello to everybody? Have you said hello to everybody? Yes. He is a miniature dachshund. So for anybody that likes a good puppy picture, I think he is perfect size, aren't you? Yes. Absolutely perfect. So he's gonna sleep very quietly on my knee. We'll believe that when I see it. So how has everyone's week been this week? Does anyone have a news to report or anything? We have here, it's super cold, like unbelievably cold here in the UK. So I'm wrapped up very well with my Mad About Skin hoodie. And I thought, let's do something a little bit different on today's live stream. We're going to answer the usual questions, have the usual chat, all of that good stuff. But I've also signed off and gone into manufacture on the 2 latest Mad About Skin products. I want to reveal them, share them with you, we'll do swatches, we'll do all of that in today's video as well. So it's kind of like a two-pronged thing. First and foremost though, before we get into that, let's do all of the hellos and work through that. So, Melenthia, hello my love. Reve, great to see you. Shill, great to see you. Boomy, Razorwing, Emily, William, Amy, we've got Adri, Christy, Meg, love that name. Aileen, Selena, great to see you all. Rita's here, Iraglobe, Katarina, to whom it may concern. We've got all the crew here. So for everybody that's joining, that's what I call like the OG crew when it comes to live streams that are here every single week. I'm sending you so much love. But there's lots of people that can't join us live. In fact, 2/3 of the people that watch these live streams do so on replay, on repeat, which is all good. So if you're part of the replay squad and you're watching after the event, I'm sending you just as much love too. And honestly, I adore you guys so much. It's one of those things that I always thought if you didn't watch them live, nobody would watch them, but apparently not. Lots of people like to watch us on replay, and we love the replay squad as much as we love everyone that's here live. So I'm going to get into it. I'm going to take a quick sip of my tea. I'm going to hide the tassels on my jumper because somebody is getting a little bit chewy. I'm going to take a sip of my tea, and then we're going to dive into some of the questions. As always, I go through the questions in the order they come in. We'll get through a couple of questions, let the room fill up a little bit, and then I'm going to come on to the Mad About Skin products. So if you're all waiting for that, tiny bit of patience, then we're going to come on to that, I promise. So Melenthia says, happy Sunday. I need a cruelty-free dupe for the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Moisturiser. Price doesn't need to be the same. I used to love the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel. It still do. It's still a fantastic moisturiser. When I went entirely cruelty-free with my skincare, I went away from that, and the first one that I picked up and used was the Face Theory Super Gel Moisturiser, which honestly works so well. Very similar in a same gel consistency. Obviously they've both got a bit of niacinamide in there. I think the Super Gel by Face Theory is just a little bit better. It's kind of got a little bit more about it. It's got some vitamin C in there in a derivative form, which I love. I feel like you get a little bit more hydration, but very similar. Not dissimilar price point either, though. I think you get more in the jar of Neutrogena than you do in the Face Theory, so kind of bear that in mind. But yeah, that would be my like-for-like dupe. Certainly what I swapped out when I went entirely cruelty-free in my skincare routine. Revi says, new products, exciting, not long to wait. I'll give it another like 10 minutes for the room to fill up, and then I'll go through it all. Tom has first and foremost, big thank you to Tom and Marlene, who are moderating, as they always do here on the live streams on the weekend. I couldn't do it without either Tom or Marlene, so thank you from the bottom of my heart for keeping everyone, including myself, in check, because honestly, it's a mirror. I wouldn't get out of bed if I didn't get reminded of everything I need to do in my life by Tom and Marlene, who are honestly like guardian angel, a good, like that good. I'm just going to double check that the feed's working, because I've tweaked with the internet. I think the internet, I'm going to jinx this, touch wood, has been better on the live streams recently, so I'm hoping that will continue. That's the plan anyway. So let me know if what do we think? Do we think that the feed's better? Is the quality and everything and the connection better, let me know. So a big thank you to Tom, who's also leaving links to the Facebook group and the Mad About Skincare website, so you can check all those out if you want to. Revi says, I've missed you guys. Changing time zone, Chicago versus Madrid, means that live streams happen earlier when I'm usually busy with family, so happy I can join you. Revi, we've missed you too, my love, and it's so wonderful to have you here. How is Chicago life treating you? I think personally you should have done the opposite way around. Chicago in the summer, Madrid in the winter, because I imagine it is freezing in Chicago where you are. So I'm sending you lots of warming vibes from an equally chilly UK. But it's so good to have you, my love, and sending you so much love. Cheryl says, have you tried Beauty Pie products? So Beauty Pie are a bit of a... I don't want to say weird, because that implies a negative. It's not. Just a different approach to skincare. So they have like a... How do you describe it? It's like a subscription service where you buy... Does anyone heard of Costco? It's like a big supermarket where you get things really cheap, but you have to have a card to get in there, and you have to pay like, I think it's like £10 a card. I think Beauty Pie kind of works like that, where you pay like £50 a year to subscribe to them, but that gives you like half-price products. I haven't signed up and subscribed to them, which means I haven't actually tried any of their products. Doesn't mean they're bad, I just genuinely haven't tried them. So... I hear really good things. I know Cassandra Bankson really likes their vitamin C drops, like capsules. So I know she raves about them, which I would probably want to try if I was going to try any of those, because apparently they're really gentle. I know that people really like their moisturizer. I don't know. Who else? Has anyone tried and signed up to Beauty Pie? Like, I'd love to know what you think of them. I might do a full review and sign up, bite the bullet, pay the fee, and buy some of their products. Let me know if you guys want a review of them. Definitely happy to check them out. Boomy, great to see you, my love. Razor Wing says, checking in early to leave a like. I'll be back later. We love an early bird. To everyone who has left a like, we're already like 10 minutes, well, I say 10 minutes in, I was 3 minutes late, but you know what I mean. We're already at 52 likes, so thank you so much to everybody that does. Honestly, it means the world to me. If you did want to give the video a like, you can just minimize the chat, click the like button, then you can maximize the chat, and it takes you back to wherever you were in the chat. You don't need to miss a thing. Emily says, happy Sunday, everyone. Joining the replay squad today as my sister and I are going for a seaside walk. I'm sure we'll talk about skincare and mad about skin. Thank you, my love. Enjoy your walk. There is nothing like a good seaside, bit of brisk to, you know, get everything going, and I hope you're having an amazing walk. To everyone else on the replay squad, sending you lots of love. William, great to see you, my love. Sending you so much love. Amy says, hello Rob, do you watch Lab Muffin's video on Good Molecules the other day? I'm really interested in making me question some of the other brands. So yes, let's do a little bit. I didn't want to do this in a video. I didn't want to cover this in a separate video because I didn't want it to come across as like in any way shady. Like, I disagree a little bit with what Lab Muffin said in that video, and I think, you know what, we're living in 2022 and we can all disagree with people in a respectful way, but I didn't want to do a video where it just kind of looked like I was just disagreeing for the sake of it. Does that make sense? So in a nutshell, Lab Muffin, who I adore, great channel, would definitely recommend you check it out. Did a video on Good Molecules and said sometimes transparency, Good Molecules literally listing the concentrations of all their ingredients on their products, comes like a double-edged sword because we really know what we're buying. And she picked apart some of the things. Now look, some of the things I disagreed with a little bit. Like, if you add up, I get this, if you add up the percentages of all of the ingredients, it comes to like 100.5%, and it's like, well, there must be some errors. Do you know what? I've too much in my life to worry about that. I couldn't care less. So like the odd rounding error, don't care about. There were some challenges, but more importantly, I think the point that she really raised that stuck with me was that when you list the ingredients that are beneficial on the front, and you know the percentages and they're very low, really should that be on the marketing? So called out one example of the discoloration serum, one of my holy grails, and said that it calls out vitamin C has been one of the key components in it tackling hyperpigmentation, discoloration. And actually, when you read on the reverse, the vitamin C is in such a low concentration, I'd question whether it's actually in there other than anything other than an antioxidant. Now, my view on this is if a product works, it works. The combination of the discoloration serum and the niacinamide toner, brightening toner, used together works beautifully for my hyperpigmentation, and I love it. So actually, do I care that maybe they've said vitamin C on the front and it's in a very low concentration on the back? Providing it's there, you know what? I don't know that we care. So I personally don't care about the things that were brought up. That doesn't mean that they're invalid or that other people shouldn't. It's just personal preference and it's personal perspective on it. For me, if a product works, it works, and the Good Molecules ones do. So that's kind of where I sit with that. I think we should applaud Good Molecules for the transparency. You know, Lab Muffin's right, it's a double-edged sword. If you're that transparent, you know what you're getting, and you know, like, it is a double-edged sword, but equally, I don't want to put people off taking that approach, because I think the more transparent we are as brands, the better. But you know what? Just to caveat it, one thing I think, a second thing that I totally agreed with Lab Muffin on in this video, and you guys should definitely watch the video yourselves to make your own opinions, but one thing I definitely agreed with her on is concentrations don't really tell you a lot. You know, they tell you glycolic acid. There's a big difference between an 8% concentration and a 4% concentration. So yes, they tell you something, but actually they don't tell you the pH, which is really important in the case of glycolic acid. They don't tell you the quality of the ingredients used. They don't tell you the types of ingredients used. So someone might say this ingredient, and actually there might be 4 different types of that. You just put the generic name. So it doesn't tell us a lot. So in a nutshell, I agreed with her in part around, I think sometimes we overstate the importance of ingredients when you know the concentrations are quite low. But equally, I disagreed with the idea that we were nitpicking that not everything rounds up to an exact 100% and things like that. I'm like, nah, that doesn't bother me. But you know what? It's everyone to themselves. So yeah, I actually still love Good Molecules. I think the price point is fantastic. The products genuinely work for me. And honestly, if a product works, I'll keep using it. So that's kind of my view. But I'd love to know what you guys think. Have you seen the video? What's thoughts and feelings on it? Andrew said, hello, Rob and everyone. Hope you're having a great day. I am, my love. Hope you are too. Christy says, happy Saturday. Just picked up a replacement oat cleansing balm and got a little birthday gift. Tatcha samples. Fun stuff. Next to baking cookies and strawberry shortcake. First and foremost, that baking sounds delicious. Send some my way. Second of all, I love a free sample. Like, who doesn't love a free sample? I know sometimes you look at these free samples and they're not always that great. You're like, oh, am I going to use this now? But I still like to try them because it's a great way. The problem with Tatcha is the price point. It's just too expensive, in my view. And that's why I've never actually tried many of their products. So free samples of a Tatcha product, I'd welcome that. So I can try it, see what the fuss is about without having to spend like a lot of money. I hope, Christy, your baking goes to literal perfection. Let me know what you think of the Tatcha samples. What products do you get to try and what do you think of them? Meg says, hi there everyone. Would love to hear thoughts on the Ordinary's Azureline and Matrixyl Serum. Spot treating first with Azureline versus mixing them up in your hands. I personally love the combination. It's been game-changing for my anti-aging. I think it smooths out fine lines and wrinkles. It's just a beautiful, beautiful concoction. I know a lot of other people that really enjoy it, and it's super inexpensive. Is it like the same as Botox? No. Is it the same as having a facelift? Absolutely not. But you know what? Not everybody wants to have invasive treatments like Botox or actual surgery. Some people do. It's the really like personal preference. I get really good results from the Azureline and Matrixyl mixed together. One thing I do know a lot of people do is they mix them together in their own like pot and then just use it every day. I don't do that. I think products are formulated in a way specifically. I mix 2 drops in my hand and then I put it on the skin. So it's up to you. I use them both all over the skin. I don't spot treat and all of that. I'm too lazy to do that. You could absolutely use the Azureline on the crow's feet and the laughter line areas, then the Matrixyl everywhere. That's fine. Or you could do like me, a couple of drops in hand over the skin. That's the lazy person's approach. And he says, hi guys, can't wait for these. I want to buy them right now. Thank you so much, Ellie. And I will, should we come on to the products? Let's come on to the products very quickly. I've got lots of questions, so I will go through all of your comments and everything in order, so don't worry about it. But let's do one product first. So I'm going to start with let's start with the exfoliating gel. Start with the exfoliating gel. So this is, I got sent, was it 15 or was it 18 samples of exfoliating? I basically told the lab, this is what I want. This is what I want the concentrations to be. That's set. But different textures, I'm open to, formulate some great stuff and send them to me. So they sent me either 15 or 18 samples. I can't remember. Anyway, I went for 1B2, sample number 1B2, which actually was just everything I wanted. So this isn't the packaging. It's going to be taller. You're going to get more product in than this. So don't worry about that. This was just the prototype that they sent to me. I have fallen in love. So let me explain the exfoliating gel. So the reason I wanted to create this and why I think it's a little bit different is a gel is different to the normal acids that we get. You know what? You put the lactic acid by The Ordinary, which I love. Put it on skin, it literally runs everywhere. It's quite liquidy. It's great if you want to do an all-over exfoliation, but it's quite difficult to spot treat, and a lot of people want to exfoliate in areas where they have hyperpigmentation or miss areas where they're super sensitive. And so it can be a little bit difficult to kind of work out what you're treating and where, if that makes sense, because it runs everywhere. Super messy. But I thought if we could do it in a gel form where, and you know what, there are exfoliating gels out there, but ones that actually pack a punch and actually have some multiple actives in there to deliver something, that would be my goal. So the purpose of this is you can exfoliate with it, great. You can also spot treat for hyperpigmentation, and I'll explain why. So in here, you've got a 2% concentration of glycolic acid. You've got 2% concentration of lactic acid, and you've got a 2% concentration of salicylic acid. You've also got 2% concentration of kojic acid, and that's why I think it's different to some other ones. So that like 6% combination of exfoliating acids means it's on the gentle to mid range. If you have super hypersensitive skin, I'd thoroughly recommend, well, I would for anyone, but patch test thoroughly first. But it should be applicable for a lot of skin types because the whole ethos behind it is gentle, used regularly in the long term, I think delivers better results with exfoliators than really strong at the start. The kojic acids are really, really important because that's one of the world's best pigment correctors specifically, going into the skin, eating away at that excess pigment, and is really, really potent way of dealing with hyperpigmentation. So I kind of want to combine them all in a gel format that's also got very few ingredients. So in here, you'll actually have 9 ingredients. That's it. And that's, I think, really important because I think we don't want to overload our exfoliants to the point where you end up with other potentially sensitizing ingredients. There's no like fruit extracts, which again can sensitize. There's no artificial fragrance, which again can be sensitizing. It's just a really good exfoliator. And the gel, I think, allows you to do spot treatments on areas of hyperpigmentation, or it also allows you to do it on all over the face. Basically, it's the only other ingredients beside the gel base and the exfoliating acids is some calming and soothing ingredients as well, because you know what, a bit of calming never harmed anyone. It's in a pH of between 3.75 and 4.25, so it's in a good robust exfoliation range, but again not super strong where you'll start feeling the skin really prickling. That 4 to 4.5 is where I usually go with exfoliating acids. I just think you get the best results and less redness, peeling and sensitivity. So this goes on the skin. It's going to come in an airless pump, so I know a lot of people like an airless pump. I think it's great, particularly for exfoliating acid, to keep them fresh for longer. So for people that like that built-in airless pump, this is going to be like your favorite, and I listen to that feedback. So you put this on the skin. I would say 2 pumps do the whole face. I do 1 pump if you're just spot treating. I put way too much for the palm of my hand, but go with it. So the way that this works is it's designed to self-neutralize, like a lot of exfoliating acids do. So you leave this on the skin for like 2 minutes. It does what it needs to do, and then you can go with the rest of your skincare routine. I would still buffer after this because of the pH of it. So if you're using peptides in the same routine, I would go in with something like the Stressless Serum by Geek and Gorgeous, something to just bring back the pH of the skin. But you just need to leave it 2 minutes. You don't need to wash off. This leaves behind a beautiful, smooth and hydrated after finish. So if like you've ever tried a exfoliating acid, it either leaves you bone dry, like stripped and dried, or it leaves you feeling a little tacky and greasy. This doesn't. If you can see that on my hand there, it just leaves behind just like a nice level of hydration. It's not tacky, it's not sticky, it's not greasy. There's nothing on the hand now. It just feels really good. I would recommend people use it a couple of times a week to building up the tolerance. I've been using it 3 times a week in place of my lactic acid, because it's got lactic acid in here alongside some others. And I just think it's a really nice blend. I don't use glycolic acid day in, day out because I find it too strong. But in a low concentration, like 2% in the right pH, I think it can add some extra robustness to the exfoliation without sensitizing it. I just don't like when people reach for like 8%. I think it's too much. But for me, the holy grail is going to be that kojic acid to just eat away at the hyperpigmentation and just leave you feeling like smooth, glowing to the gods, and just a really nice exfoliator. Of course, you know the price point is going to be on the low side. I don't want to overcharge anyone. We're finding out the final price point in it, but it's going to be in the same ballpark as the Serum, which you guys know, and it's going to be in a larger size, so you don't need to panic. It's not going to be in one of those like 15 ml, you know, the tiny little tubes you get of exfoliators. None of that rubbish. Good size, good price, and of course it's in keeping with the same shipping rates as all the other products on www.madaboutskincare.com. So free shipping to the UK, reduced shipping to Europe, and fully tracked shipping to the rest of the world, so you can track it door to door. Hopefully, and I would appreciate everyone's generosity with these timelines. The plan is we're now in production, so it's now out there. being manufactured. I literally can't wait to to be able to share it with you guys. The launch date is penciled in for the 1st of February. A lot has to go right before then. We've got to get it through its testing. It's going through the final stages of testing and compliance with like EU regulations and things. So all that being well, 1st of February will be the launch date. I'll be announcing it first on everyone on Facebook will get the early access to it. So if you did want to like get your hands on it before it sells out, then head over to the Facebook group where I'll be launching it there. Also, we have with it, we are manufacturing a lot more than we did with the original batch of products, just because they were way more popular than we thought they were going to be. So I'm hopeful it won't sell out. I'm hopeful there'll be enough for everybody. That's the plan. Now, I've got the lip balm to talk about, which I'm going to come on to now, which I'm other level excited about. But I'm going to carry on with a couple of the questions because obviously we're not just to hear about products, we're also here to talk about skincare and all that good stuff. So what do you think though, just while we're getting into that, what do you think of the exfoliating gel? Is it something that's going to work with your skin? Is it something you're excited about? Is it something that you've already found your holy grail? I don't mind. Let me know what you think. So Selena says, hi from Germany. What's your thoughts on Buffet by The Ordinary? I love it, but it does contain castor oil. So be careful if you have very oily, acne-prone skin, because I find that the castor oil in it could trigger a breakout if you're very sensitive to castor oil, which I personally am, but it's really good. Let's have a look. Aileen says, I tried Beauty Pie, not bad, not special, won't repurchase except for the powder and the hairspray. They're really good. Oh, I didn't know they did hair care as well. I actually didn't know that. I'm learning as we go. Rita says, happy weekend. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Rita. I am. I hope you are too. Iraglobe says, hello, lovely Mad About Skin family. Another Saturday evening with you all is a wonderful Saturday evening. It is. I love our Saturdays together, guys. So thank you so much. Aileen says, hi, Rob. Can you tell me how to use all your products in a routine, AM and PM? You'll see some. So today's video after this live stream is my current anti-aging PM routine. I did the morning one like 2 weeks ago. This is the PM equivalent. So hopefully if you watch those two videos back to back, it'll be exactly showing you how to use them. Alongside, I've got so many other favorites that are in there. So it's not just my products, but you'll be able to see how to layer them. So I hope that helps, Aileen. Anyway, if you're still unsure after that video, just let me know and I'll quite happily cover it off. Katharina says, happy weekend, Mad About Skin family. Just popped in to say hello. I'll watch later while doing chores. Love you, hun. Love you lots. Don't Maker says, happy Sunday. I mean, it's Saturday. Yeah, I know. Ever since Christmas, I've been all over the world with my dates. I have no idea what day it is. No idea. Iraglobe says, this time I have a question. Rob, if a product has 0.5% BHA, then how effective can 0.5% be? Would it more effective with another exfoliating acid? So this is a really good question. So beta hydroxy acid, so salicylic acid, it doesn't actually have to be in a super high concentration to be effective. So you will get some results from 0.5%, but at a lower concentration, like therapeutic, it's very calming, soothing. If you want like blackhead busting exfoliation, you really need to go for a 2%. And that's like the gold standard. Everyone seems to just formulate with a 2%. I did with my own exfoliating gel because that's kind of just the concentration that works. Anything less than that, it's going to be calming, going to be soothing. I don't think it's going to be that exfoliating. That would be my advice, but it will still work. It doesn't mean it's a bad product. And don't forget that some brands do formulate with salicylic acid to calm and soothe the skin, not just as an exfoliator, if that makes sense. Razorwing says, my question, I'm running out of my azelaic acid from The Ordinary, but I know that there's always some cream left. So is it a good idea to cut the tube open or should I give it a very hard squeeze? I cut the tube open. So if you're going to do this, cut the top of it off, scoop out the bits that you want. You'll find loads of product in there. And then basically I just turn it over and seal it with a peg, but put the peg across, like with the end coming out this way, so you clamp as much of it as possible, just to minimize the air that can get to it. It'll be good for a good couple of days in the fridge like that. That's how I do it. Get every last drop. Even when something's super affordable like The Ordinary, I like to get every last drop of product out of it, because you know what? We're paying our good money for this. Like, we want our money's worth. So look, so Razorwing says, azelaic acid doesn't always like to be exposed to oxygen. Yeah, I mean, once you open it, it's not going to be good for long. Like, I wouldn't cut it off at the start. But a good couple of days, you'll be fine. Kirsten said, oh no, sorry. I think Kirsten says, I need to know how to, I think that cut off, Kirsten. If you could leave your comment again. I think I missed the last bit of it. It might be a glitch in YouTube. TNH says, hi besties. Happy weekend, my love. So excited about the new products. Thank you so much. Well, we've done the exfoliating gel. Shall we now do the lip balm? And then I'll come back onto all the other questions. We'll talk about the product, all that good stuff. Before I do, I'm going to take a big sip of my tea. Otherwise, I'll lose my voice. If you haven't already, if you could click the like button. I mean, if you minimize the chat, hop over to the like button, click it. You can come back to the chat, maximize it, and it'll take you back to where you left off so you don't miss anything. His tea is so good. Do you know what? I ran out of good quality tea. This is just boring, bog standard PG tips, but you know what? It's really good. It's actually really good. So I take it all back. I wish it was Betty's tea, not gonna lie. Or some, oh, I got a beautiful Earl Grey tea the other day delivered. Oh, so good. Which was like a Christmas present. So that they're all really good. But you know what, these PG tips, it's doing the job. Right, let's talk lip balm. So there's a couple of things with lip balms. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with them. I think there are some really good lip balms on the market. Not just my own, there are some other good ones. I like the Neod lip product. I really like the Cicaplast Balm by La Roche-Posay. I just wish it was cruelty-free. I like the Nux Nui, I don't know how you say it, balm. I think it's fantastic, just a little bit pricey. But there are some really good lip balms out there. There's also a lot of rubbish lip balms. And the problem is, brands pack them full with ingredients that actually strip and dry the lip. So if you've ever got into that like aggressive cycle of like, the more you use lip balm, the drier your lips are, which means the more you have to use lip balm, which means the drier your lips end up. And it's like this vicious cycle. That's often because the lip balms cause dryness. Things like menthol, mint extracts, certain chemicals that they put in, preservatives that they use in there, all of them can actually dry out the lip. And the area, you know, the lip is quite a delicate area. Also, sometimes they put products in there, which the vermilion border, which is the line that differentiates the lip from the rest of the skin on our face, is difficult. You know, it's prone to sensitivity and chapping. And have you ever tried products that if you just get it a little bit beyond the vermilion border, you end up with a huge breakout? Because basically this skin doesn't like what you're putting on the lips. So I want you to come up with something that basically is just full of beneficial ingredients. None of the rubbish, just beneficial ingredients. And I kind of think I've done it. Well, I think I've done it anyway. So this is the Mad About Skin lip balm. The packaging is going to be, I'll come on to packaging in a little bit, but it's going to be slightly different to this. I tried 9 different lip balms, and this was hands down my favourite. So in here, you've got 0 fragrance, you've got 0 colorants, you've got 0 menthol, peppermint, all of that stuff that could potentially be triggering sensitivity, and you've got no sugars. So a lot of brands will put sugar in their lip balm because if you taste any, it just makes it taste better. It makes it taste sweet. That's actually not that great if, you know, for people that are very sensitive to sugar levels, that's not a great thing. It's also not great that you're chewing sugar-free gum and then you're lathering the lips in sugar-based products that's coming into with the teeth. Not great. I don't think there's a need for it in lip balm. So this is a grown-up lip balm, not that kiddie lip balm with the extra sugar. So in here, you've got a couple of things that really, I think, stand out as ingredients. So you've got two key. You've got beeswax, which is really important to condition the lips. It's also going to be really nice to type as an occlusive, so it's going to lock in that moisture and hydration all day long so you don't lose it. Prevents transepidermal water loss, but is really just a nice conditioning agent. It's a little bit pricey to formulate with versus some of the cheaper synthetic alternatives on the market, but I think sometimes, you know, it goes back to Lab Muffin's video when we were talking about good molecules earlier. The quality of the ingredients does actually matter, not just the volume. The quality really matters. I think a quality beeswax used so sustainably and used properly in a product is a really, I don't think there's anything that compares to it. You've also got propolis in here, which calms, soothes, and has some antibacterial properties, which is really good. You've got lovely butters. So I love the feeling of butters on the lip. To me, it just hydrates you so much more than some of the other humectants like hyaluronic acid, which finds its way into everything. So you've got shea butter and mango butter in here, which honestly just hydrate, nourish, soften, do all of that. And anyone that's used shea butter knows just how gorgeous it is on the skin. It's got really good concentrations of both of those. And I think that's the key thing. It's not just like we put it there so you can put it on the ingredients list. It's there in a meaningful concentration. You've also got some grapeseed oil in here and some sweet almond oil. You've got some vitamin E, which is going to hydrate and condition the lips and also acts as an antioxidant. You've got some other antioxidants as well, because the skin on our lips needs some antioxidant protection and love the same way the rest of our skin does on our face. And in here, you've got nothing that's designed to produce shine. So while some people don't mind a little shine, a little gloss from their lip balm, I wanted the lip balm to be universal. And, you know, a lot of people don't want a very heavy gloss look. They want this to condition, do what it needs to do, but to leave the skin feeling matte. This delivers that. So let me just put some on for you so you can see. It hasn't broke me out around the vermilion border, which a lot of other ones do. So I wanted it to be really, you know, applicable for people that have very acne-prone skin. And it just feels so good. Genuinely, I would say to use this, when you first use it, any product takes a little bit of time to get working. So I'd say you might want to use it, just literally swap out your existing lip balm and use it as you do. But over a period of a couple of days, you'll notice that actually the hydration will be building up. And I genuinely think if you use this every morning and every evening, that's all you need. You don't actually need to top it up during the day. You can do, there's nothing stopping you, but you don't have to top it up during the day. And I think that's really important. It's also a great balm for dry elbows, knees, ankles, anything where you've got dry, heels that you've got dry, you can put this on and it'll just help. It's all about conditioning rather than just, slapping on a greasy layer that lasts like an hour and then you have to reapply it, potentially drying out the skin. I think it's really good. You can let it sink in for like 2 minutes and then put any lipstick, lip balm over the lip gloss over the top, and it just feels so good. There's no fragrance in there, there's no colorants, there's no flavorings, but it doesn't taste of anything. It doesn't have like a weird chemically taste or anything because there's no chemicals. There's no like really harsh chemicals in here. It's all about the natural butters and things that just, I think, deliver a really fantastic product. Now we're going to come on to the packaging. So the two things I want to say. People will want a vegan alternative because there are people out there living, that watch the channel that live a plant-based lifestyle. And I want to support where I can. This obviously has derivatives, propolis and beeswax come from bees. So it's not vegan. I do want to come out with a vegan alternative, which I'm working on with the lab. It's just really difficult to find really good synthetic alternatives, but that is something that we'll be working on in the next couple of weeks. It'll probably follow about a month later, so there will be that option. Honestly, the lab that I work with do a lot of vegan formulations. They know what they're doing. Like, they're on it. They know what they're doing. And so hopefully, if that is you, then that's absolutely fine. It'll just be like a month later, and we'll have a vegan alternative, which I think is really important because I want everybody to be able to try the products. I don't want it to be exclusive to anyone. But equally, I don't want to put out a product that isn't going to be as good just so that I can capture a few vegan sales. That's not what I'm about, and hopefully people will appreciate that and just give me a little extra time to formulate with it just to get it perfect. In terms of the packaging, so a lot of people, well, half the people surveyed wanted it in like a lipstick bullet, half of the people wanted it in a tub. You can't please everyone. So the plan is to launch in the tub formulation, which for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, it travels better. So I want to be able to send this to the four corners of the world. Different transport options have different things happening. So they might be a little bit hotter. You can't guarantee that it's going to be cold storage or anything like that. And in a bullet, products melt. You know what? I'm not packing it full of lots of bulking agents. So products, especially oil and butter-based ones, can be very susceptible to changes in temperature. In a pot, that doesn't matter because it just reforms and there's no impact on it whatsoever. In a bullet, that really does matter because what you'll end up getting is it all sinking to the bottom and looking pretty grim. So the reason we went for the tub option is for that. Also, it's glass, so it's more easily recyclable, or a lot of people prefer glass over plastic, which seems to be people's preference. But one thing we'll get is a little scoop in the top. So a little spatula in the top, which you can use to just scrape a little bit out if you don't want to put your fingers in, because whilst I don't care about that, there are lots of people out there that do. And it's all about how people want to interact with their products. So hopefully the little spatula, the little scoop will enable you to do that, and it won't, it means that we can get around some of the issues around the bullet-like packaging. I don't want products melting and it all getting there. I want it to arrive in tip-top condition. So, all that being said, that's the two products. Now, I'm going to get through some of the comments very quickly, then we're going to come on to the comments about the products themselves. So it doesn't stop here. I'm going to go as long as needed to answer all your comments on this because I want to hear all about it, any questions that you have. We've got a couple more to say. We've got Suzanne, we've got Jan, great to see you both, sending you so much love. And Patty says, happy Saturday everyone, we're under a winter so warming, hope we don't lose power. Patty, make sure you stay safe, stay warm, wrap up, and I'm sending you so much love. International language, great to see you, my love. Says, ready to kick back with my Foreo bear and the live. Oh, a little pampering, a little bit of a spa session while watching, so good. Jill, sorry. Jill says, hello all, sending love from Bristol. Sending you lots and lots of love. Suzanne says, hi Tom, hope you're doing well. Suzanne, we love Suzanne. We love how you guys chat in the comments, share the love amongst yourself. And Suzanne, I'm sending you so much love. Jessica, great to see you. JM, great to see you. Chris, lots of love. Do make a sense. Is Rob still making his tea as usual? I was a bit late, so Serena, great to see you. Fristenberg says, hello everyone, feeling a bit under the weather today, so a live stream is just what I needed. We are here to cheer you up, to send the love, to cheer you up. Christina says, hi lovely people, I hope everyone is having a nice relaxing weekend. We are, Christina, I hope you are too. Anne Curl, great to see you. Cup of tea in hand, there is no better way. Lessell says, hi Rob, love from a sunny Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, can we just take a moment? All of us, all the Chicagoites, the people, you know, freezing here in the UK, anyone that's having a winter snowstorm like Patty, can we just close our eyes and pretend that we're in Trinidad and Tobago for just one moment? I am so jealous. I bet it's gorgeous. I just imagine you on the sunny beach, living your extra life. Sounds absolutely fantastic. Lisa, I'm sending you so much love all the way to the Caribbean. Chris says, happy Saturday, super excited about the new products. Well, I hope you guys were excited as me. I hope I did them justice. I don't know. I'm super, I just can't wait for you to be able to try them, guys. I know you'll love them, I hope anyway. Lots of love from the Pupster. He is very cute. He is very cute. He's just, it's frustrating puppy phase. So we like chewing wires. Lon, come here. Come on. Yeah, we're just chewing the wire. We'll just stop that. Yeah, someone's got to come up on the knee. Otherwise, yeah, wires are his favourite. And he's just, oh, and what is that? What is that you're, I don't even know what you're chewing there, dog. I spend 90% of my time with fishing rubbish out of this dog's mouth. So, Ian, great to see you, my love. So it's Netflix and Winter Stew Day in London. Yes, staying in is the new going out. With how cold it is here in the UK, staying in, definitely the new going out. I agree with you, Ian. Serena says, got great news yesterday about getting a skin allergy test. Hopefully we'll be able to use skincare again soon. Fingers crossed. There is nothing worse than when you know you're allergic to something but you don't know what it is. So hopefully, Serena, you're able to sort that out, my love. And I'm sending you so much love. Emma, great to see you, my love. Marlene, great to see you. Sending you lots and lots of love. Hells of Oz says, hello, love it. Hope you're fully recovered. I am. Had the old, well, you know what, going around a bit. Fully back to full recovery. Did my little isolation and I'm back on top form. My skin definitely paid the price. Like whenever I get run down or a little bit ill, always full of breakouts, particularly across the cheeks, but it wasn't too bad this time. So you know what, clearly I was doing something right. Irene, great to see you, my love. Val says, hi from a freezing Winnipeg. Now I did hear that Winnipeg actually had the coldest temperature on planet Earth the other day, so I don't think any of us can complain, Val, if you're living in the coldest place on planet Earth currently, well, outside of like Antarctica. So I'm sending you lots and lots of love and warmth. Anaya says, yeah, I hope you're well, Rob. Excited to see your new products. Thank you so much. Jean, great to see you, my love. Suzanne says, so excited for the Mad About Skin Lip Balm. I'm finishing my Eucerin, but I need a cruelty-free option. Well, it goes without saying, all the Mad About Skin products are cruelty-free, and I'm super happy about that. So, I'm just going to let the dog out. Are you going out? Are you going to go do your wee? Yeah. There we are. I think he wanted to go do his wee. Amy says, hi, everyone. To be fair, 13 weeks old and house-trained. He's clever. Amy says, hi everyone. Couple of inches of snow in St. Louis today. Snuggled up on the couch with some hot chocolate. To all the US viewers that are snuggled up with their hot chocolates and their winter weather, I'm sending you lots and lots of love. Chris says, what's your favourite drugstore azelaic acid? Okay, 2. First is Face Theory. I love that. It's drugstore priced, but it's not drugstore. Like, I can't walk into it and get it at the drugstore, I must admit. I like Revox, which is drugstore in the EU. You can pick it up at drugstores. I don't know that we can here in the UK. For the UK, what is my favourite drugstore azelaic acid? That you can actually walk in and buy in Boots. Boots number 7 do one. I don't know if it's been discontinued though. They did do one, but I don't know if it's been discontinued. I'll look into that, Chris. I'll look into that and I'll let you know. Tanya sending lots of love. Val says, can I use vitamin C after spraying the Neod Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist? You can. Absolutely works fine. The Superoxide Dismutase Mist is absolutely stable, so there's no problem with that at all. Victoria says, hello, watching your videos, highlight of my day. Love you, Victoria. Sending lots of love. And actually, after this live stream, don't worry, we've got plenty of time. We've got products to talk about. But after today's live stream, I pulled together like my current evening skincare routine featuring all my favorite anti-aging products. I just wanted to show you kind of how to layer them. It's a bit of a casual chit chat, nothing too serious. We're just going through it and hopefully you guys will absolutely love it. So you don't need to do anything. After this live stream, we automatically get moved over to that video. It's a premiere, so I'll be typing throughout so we can keep the conversation going. Jill says, do you know a dupe for the Skinceuticals Triple Lipid Restore? Oh, Jill, I wish I did. It is genuinely like the perfect balance of products. I don't like Skinceuticals because I think their price point is ridiculous and they're not cruelty free. But you know what? I have to hand it to them. Credit where it's due, they do just get it right. Like, their products genuinely game-changing formulations. So I have to give it to them. I'm on the hunt for a very like-for-like dupe, so I will keep you posted, Jill. Nicholas says, it's very cold here in Portugal, but no snow. Sadly, it only happens on north of the country. Oh, it's still in Portugal. I had some gorgeous holidays in Portugal, so I'm sending lots and lots of love. ES, love you. Victoria says, it's freezing. I'm in Chicago too. Everybody's freezing at the moment. I think we all need a bit of warmth in our lives. John says, try out the Regimen Lab cream. Oh, yes. So that's a really good point. So the Regimen Lab, or Regime Lab, however you say it, their cream moisturizer is a really close match for the Skinceuticals. TNH says, we have Costco in the UK? Yeah, I think we do. There's one near me. I'm pretty sure it's Costco. I might be wrong. Remy says, Madrid is so hot in the summer. I'd definitely rather be in Chicago. The snow is nice when you have to experience it every occasion. That's true. A little snow is quite nice. Like, TNH says, I don't know why, but Beauty Pie gives me bad vibes. Like, retail prices, they claim to make it look like you're saving. Do you know what? I do get that vibe as well. I think sometimes when they say, it's such a big saving, and you look and you're like, was it ever that price? I saw something, just as a side note, and I'm going to have to not have side notes because I've got so many questions to get through, but as a side note to it, did anyone watch, I was watching these like YouTube videos with these people that open candles. So there's these candles. Apparently there's an online candle community. I knew nothing about this. And these people burn down these candles, and in the candle like wax burns down, so there's like a piece of jewellery. And then you fish out this jewellery from your burning hot candle, which honestly sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. You open it up, and then it's a piece of jewellery. It might be a ring, an earring, necklace, whatever. I was like, oh, watch this, see what they get. And I got a bit addicted, watch like loads of people burning their candles, and like it's sped up, but getting these. And then this person pulled out this thing, and I was like, oh, a shell necklace, and it had like a tiny shell on this necklace. And she goes, and you get a code, and you can type in to the website and find out how much this retails for. And it was like, retails $110. I'm like, please, a little shell? No, I'll give you $5 tops for that. And I think Beauty Pie might be the same thing. Like, I don't know, they say this retails at this point, but if it's your own products, like, you just create that. Like, I could say that the Mad About Skin products all retail for $200, and then I have a sale and they're the right price. Like, it's a bit weird, unless it's actually in a physical store. It doesn't sit right with me. I do agree with you, but I don't know. I haven't looked into it in more detail, but I'll do a little bit of a digging for you. William says, Rob, I'm about to go under a restricted skincare routine. Won't be able to do a proper cleanse. I was thinking about micellar water and a mister. Thoughts. I think, do you know what? So first of all, William, you know I've got all my fingers crossed that your op goes well. I'm sending you so much love. I think micellar water in a spritz, great. If you can, I know you're having one shoulder. If you could do with the other arm, like just a cloth, anything, like literally microfiber cloth, great. Could just be anything. Just to wipe away. I think that's actually a really effective cleanse. Spray, wipe, done. If you can't do the wipe, you know what? Actually cleansing isn't the be all and end all. If you can't cleanse, it doesn't matter for a bit. It really doesn't matter for a bit. The skin will naturally, like, especially if you're like in a hospital or you're at home, you're not like you're going out with loads of pollution, particulate matter, loads of makeup. If you're just sitting on the couch or something, if you miss the odd cleanse, I promise you it won't matter. But I'm wishing you all the luck in the world, William. Ashley says, I've been trying to make the live for weeks, and finally, Ashley, we are glad to have you here. Sophie, great to see you, my love, just from the afternoon nap and was feeling cold. I was planning on an afternoon nap. Didn't work out, but fingers crossed, a nap after the live stream. Suzanne says, is the puppy keeping you up at night? He's getting comfortable. Yes, I must admit, I'm not complaining. For a 13-week-old puppy, and I keep having to tell myself this, like, this is not an old puppy, you know, an old dog. This is a 13-week-old puppy. And for a 13-week-old puppy, I think he's doing really, really well. So he'll sleep from like 10 at night right the way through to 8 in the morning. Like, unheard of. He's like an alarm clock. So he will get up at literally 7:35 every day. Every day without fail. I don't know how he knows the time, but every day, 7:35. And if I say go back to your bed, he'll go back to his bed for like 20 minutes, and then he wants me up. So I can't really complain. I can't complain. So he's gorgeous. Now I'm going to get on to some of the comments around the products, answer all the questions that you've got, but I'm going to take a big sip of my tea before I do. So this is a great chance, if you haven't already, to click the like button, minimize the chat, click the like button, then when you maximize the chat, it takes you back to where you were. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Did you know? Top fact of the day, 45% of people that watch the videos on this channel are not subscribed. I would ask why. Am I that off-putting that you don't want to subscribe? Just putting it out there. Probably am. Right, I'm going to take a sip of my tea while you guys do all that good stuff, then we're going to get on some questions. Like, so good. So Chris says, "Hi Rob, sending you all the Mad About family some warm hugs from Brazil." Chris, I might actually come over to Brazil and join you for the warmth. Christina says, "Rob, I managed to include the Mad About Skin Serum in both my AM and PM routine. It absorbs beautifully after the Isn't Green Tea toner. Love that toner. Do you think it would be enough azelaic acid for rosacea? I personally think it will. See how you get on." See how it works. You can always increase it a little bit, but I think 5% twice a day actually gives very good results. I think it's enough, but you might want to add a little extra in. But start with that, see what results you get, and then progress from there. Would be my top tip, Christina. But I'm glad it's sinking in and dissolving beautifully for you. Robin, great to see you, my love. Jennifer, great to see you. Jennifer says, Lab Muffin's critiques were very inside baseball. Like, I'm not a formulator, so dimethicone is enough for me. I agree. I think sometimes people want to go inside the facts, inside the science, and I'm all about that. But equally, I just like a product and I like a product. And I guess everyone should check out that Lab Muffin video that we were watching earlier, make your own call. But you're right, like there are different types of dimethicone, and dimethicone covers a range of different ingredients. I know, but if you're not, like if they work, they work. This is kind of my view. So I take much more of a higher level approach to it. I use skincare because I want to enjoy it and see the results. If I see the results and I enjoy it, it's good enough for me. But I do think it's a nice deep dive. It was a really valuable video for people that want a little deep dive. So Lisa says, I agree, applaud when deserved. Good molecules is so user friendly. I agree. I personally love their products, and I wasn't on that bandwagon. I actually tried it because Patty, who is a fantastic friend and subscriber here on the channel, said try them. I thought, oh, go on then. I'll give them a go. I was really impressed. So I wasn't out there to fangirl about it from the start. I was very much like, do I really need another brand in my life? Is it worth trying? Then based on recommendations, I tried it and I fell in love. So I came at it from that angle. Anita says, what does Osmosis say their retinol... Why does Osmosis say their retinol is okay during pregnancy, but others say retinol is contraindicated? So I would be very dubious if a brand says that their retinol is pregnancy safe. It probably means it's not retinol. It is one of the most studied and understood things in science. Most of the times, let's be honest, most of the times when things say not pregnancy safe, it's because nobody's bothered to do any like tests on it. And also, it's really difficult to get pregnant women to subject themselves to like testing products, because who would do that? It's a hard badge. I mean, credit to people that do, but it's not an easy thing to find people that will go through the testing. One of the exceptions where it is cast iron, clinically proven that it is dangerous for babies to be exposed in the womb to high amounts of vitamin A derivative. That applies to things that you ingest orally, that you put on your skin, because you know what? Everything's absorbed in some way in small quantities, and that is definitely... So retinol, vitamin A derivatives, no. It's a firm no during pregnancy. And so if a brand says, our retinol is pregnancy safe, I'd say either they're lying or the retinol isn't actually retinol and it's something that's so far removed from retinol that it's okay, in which case it's probably not working. So I would say if you're pregnant, stay away from retinol. Use a bakuchiol, great alternative. Use some tranexamic acid for your hyperpigmentation, azelaic acid. There's lots of things you can use instead of retinol. I wouldn't go for a pregnancy-safe retinol. They're either lying or it's not the right product. Sugarless, great to see you, my love. So it's frosty here, feels like -30. I'm sending you lots of warmth, my love. Chris says, what's the best way to get rid of hyperpigmentation from your body? Same way as on the face, actually, Chris. I would say, but you can be a little bit higher with the concentrations. A nice exfoliator, such as the ordinary lactic acid 8% on the body, fine. I think it works really well. Tranexamic acid works really well. Retinol oils on the body can also work really well. You've just got, the problem is you're covering a larger surface area than the face, so it ends up costing more. So if you can find affordable alternatives to some of the slightly more pricey skincare we might use on our face, take it to the body. For hyperpigmentation, I like to use retinol oil. The one from the Chemistry brand is really, really good. One of my favorites. I like to use tranexamic acid. I think that works really, really well. And I like to use a light exfoliator, like the glycolic acid by The Ordinary, just on the body. Beautiful. Amy says, I love samples. I do. I love samples. Tom says, will mixing Azuraline with Sub-Q Skin give you the same effect as the Matrixyl Azuraline combo? Yes, basically. Actually, it might give you a little bit more. It's a little bit of the bougie option because Sub-Q is a little bit more expensive than Matrixyl. Yeah, Tom, you actually get a little bit more benefit from it, I think. Jennifer says, I do wish I was there. There was more transparency with how brands source their ingredients. I agree. I think we'd like to know a little bit more about where our ingredients come from. I definitely think that. And you know what? It's difficult to convey because it takes a lot of effort to really explain things. But, you know, I can tell you where the products, the ingredients came that go into my skincare line. And I think any brand owner should be able to do that, just in my view. Shirley says, hi everyone, just popping in before the night shift. So excited about the new product. Shirley, we love you and I hope your night shift goes okay. Stephanie, great to see you, my love. Boots products are available in the US. What are your thoughts? I love Boots products. Their number 7 range, really good. Some products are better than the others. I think their anti-aging range, really good, beautiful price point. Try their Retinol if you haven't already. Really good product. And they do a lot of really nice like sunscreens that are a little bit bougier than like your Ombre Solaire by Garnier. But their sunscreens work really well, and they've released the testing on all of them, so you know you're getting a locked-in protection. That'd be my hot recommendations for Boots. I love Boots. You should get Stephanie. Come to the UK. I'll take you around Boots. We'll do a little shop. Jean says, just bought Paula's Choice 1% retinol, trial size £10, free P&P. Be using the ordinary 5%. Do you think I'll see better results with Paula's Choice? Yes, I think you will. The reason I don't reach for it day in, day out is the high price point. But if you've got a trial size, which still will last you a month, £10 free P&P, I think that's a really good. P&P, for those of you not in the UK, is postage and packaging. I miss the days where we called it P&P. I love that. But yeah, I'd love to know what you think. How does it work? It's going to be a little bit more drying than the 5% in Squalane, so you might want to up your moisturizer game. That's all I will say. But I think you'll love it. TNH says, I won't be able to use the exfoliating gel until I'm done with the isotretinoin crying. It's fine. True. But I think the main thing is you know what your skin can tolerate, know what your skin can't tolerate. And it's better you know than you reach for it and have a disastrous result. Because you know what? I hear you, but when it's done, your skin is gorgeous and you just want a little bit of maintenance. Hopefully you'll be able to reach out for it. Suzanne said 18 samples. Holy moly, you were thorough. But I loved every minute of it, Suzanne. Not gonna lie, loved every minute of it. Amy says exfoliating gel. We love that. Claire says, ooh, the acids. Suzanne says drum roll. I should have done a drum roll. Hildy says, so exciting. Christina says, I love kojic acid. Same. Christina, it works so well for me. Kirsty says, ooh, I might want this. We love that. I must admit, an exfoliating gel, I thought that the lip balm was going to be the most popular. I ordered more of those products because I think everyone likes a lip balm. I thought the exfoliating gel was going to be a bit more situational, applied to certain people other than others. But I honestly have got some great results with it. So I hope a lot of people that it applies to will give it a try and hopefully they'll get great results. So Tom says, are you going to give up the ordinary lactic acid now that you have the exfoliating gel? Yes, but I wouldn't say yes. Basically yes, but I will say the ordinary lactic acid is game-changingly good. Stunning product, absolutely adore it. So I would say I think there's a place in everyone's skincare routine for lactic acid and you can get some great results from it. So whilst I might give it up because I personally think I'm going to get great benefits from my own product, and I like the kojic acid that I'm not getting from that, I still think, a lactic acid 5 or 10% is great, which is why lactic acid's in here. It's my favourite exfoliating gel. So yes, I will, but that's not to throw shade on the ordinary lactic acid, which I still think is amazing. Adri says, gentle and able to spot treat. Yes, this is it. I wanted to be able to spot treat rather than just have to put it all over the skin. Irreglob said, I love the exfoliant gel. I changed from the Paula's Choice 2% liquid to the gel and I won't get it back. I really can't wait for both products. There's something I need in my skin. Thank you so much, Mel. I agree. I think I get on better with more gel-based exfoliants than liquids. I just find it easy to apply. It says 9 ingredients. I love it. Yeah, I don't like a too complicated exfoliator. That's my thoughts. TNH says, anyone else thought it was going to be a gel cleanser? I am working on a balm and a gel cleanser. It's just quite hard to perfect. I thought it was going to be really easy to come up with a cleanser. It's not. It takes a lot of work. So props to the brands that are able to do it. Razor Wings said, gently is always good. I love it already. Thank you so much. Christina says, stupid question. Would the Mad About Skin exfoliating gel still work after my multiple toner layers? Yes. I personally would put it on before. I like to put my exfoliators on straight after my cleanse before the toner steps, but there's no reason that you can't use it. Do what works for you is what I always say, but I personally put it on and then use the toners already to neutralize, bring the pH of the skin back. Chris says, any advice for perioral dermatitis? I get it almost every year in summer, and the only thing that helps so far is a sulfur cleanser. This is true. Sulfur would be my recommendation. You don't have to have it in a cleanser. You can get it in a treatment. I would personally speak to a dermatologist if you're able to. Make sure that is what you actually have. I'm sure it is. It sounds like you're clued up. You know exactly what it is. Just double check that, because obviously different things need different treatments, and they might be able to recommend something better, but I think sulfur is probably going to be the best thing for you. And maybe get a spot treatment, like a gel sulfur spot treatment, that could work really well for you. So Friston Blaze says, ooh, an airless pump. We love an airless pump. Chris is so beyond excited for this. Packaging sounds great too. Thank you so much, Chris. Jennifer says, will there be a window so you can see how much is left? Yes, that's a good point, Jennifer. So yes, so it is going to be, the airless pump is going to be frosted. None of the products in it actually are sensitive to UV light. It's the air that's the issue, which is why they're in the airtight pump. But it's fine. Like, but I did want a bit of frosting to keep it in like the same amount of frosting as you get in the glass tube of the serum, so it kind of keeps the look similar. But you will be able to see through it, so you'll be able to see exactly how much you have left. There is nothing more frustrating than not knowing you've run out of product until you got, oh, doesn't come out, great, and I've got to wait 2 weeks for shipping. So you will know, I promise you. TNH says, will the gels like that often have pilling when I put products after? So I've tried it. This is a good point. I think gels, I have benefits. I prefer them, but you're right, they're more susceptible to pilling than toners. I've tried this in a full skincare routine and I haven't got any pilling. I think the key thing is to let it go into the skin for 2 minutes afterwards, which is when it's doing its work anyway, before you then go to your next step in your routine. That'll avoid any pilling whatsoever and you'll get the maximum benefits. Melanie says, congratulations, Rob. Thank you so much, my love. And just thank you from the bottom of my heart, all of you, because you guys are just like amazing. We love you. William Jasper says, Rob, what is your full-time job? So I do various different things. So the main bulk of my time is spent with YouTube related things. This honestly has grown bigger than I ever dreamed it would, and that's allowed me to basically do it as a full-time job. But I also do some consultancy work outside related to previous jobs that I had. I do some charity work, which isn't, I mean, it is a job, but I don't get paid for it, so it's like voluntary work to supplement it as well. And I have lots, and obviously running a skincare brand, it's pretty full on. I'd say that at the moment, most of my time is dedicated to YouTube and brand related things, but I do lots of other things. Keep my hand in. I'm one of these people that never likes to be not busy. Like, I'm always busy. Like, ask Tom. Whenever me and Tom are chatting, I'm like, it's been manic today. I like to be busy like 9 in the morning, right the way through to the evening. Just as long as I can get my sleep, I'm good to go. Jessica says, oh my God, I'm so excited about these products. Thank you so much, Jessica. And I hope everyone just loves them as much as I do. I'm so happy to have created them. They make me so happy. Jan says, if I needed a new toner, I'm open to 2 different varieties, one for AM, one for PM. What would you recommend, Rob? Oh, also, are those gamepads by your TV? Yes, I'm a total nerd for a game. I don't have many games that I play, but I do like a bit of a nerd out. Streets of Rage, which if anyone's ever watched it, is like a really old style like arcade game, is my favorite thing, plus a bit of Mario Kart, which I love. Just putting that out. So if anyone wants to come over and have a competition with Mario Kart with me, I'm definitely up for that. What would be my 2 different toners? I like the Green Tea Fresh Toner by Isntree. It's really inexpensive. It's got an antioxidant in there, and it just helps to mop up any excess oil in the skin. I find that all my serums apply better after it. I would use in the morning and the evening. But if you wanted different ones, I would personally go for that one in the morning. Then I would go for the Liquid Hydration by Geek and Gorgeous in the evening, which hydrates you, but it's also skin compatible. It's got amino acids in there, so it's not going to create any sensitivity. Those 2, the Geek and have I even got it here? I think I haven't got it here. No, I think I took it upstairs. But the Geek and Gorgeous actually comes in a spray now as well, which is so good. So good. And it's a European brand. I know you're in Europe. It's a European brand, so you can get it without having to pay customs. Such a good brand. Kirsten says, I'm not on Facebook. Will I still be able to get it? You will, Kirsten. Do not worry. I'll be announcing it on Facebook as well, so don't worry. I'm absolutely fine. I know not everyone has Facebook, so I don't want it to be too exclusory, so don't worry. Everyone will be able to get their hands on it. I've got so many questions. Like, I didn't put like a time limit on this live stream. I want it to just go as long as we need to get through and talk about all the things we want to talk about. So I'm going to keep going for another half an hour. So we've got plenty of time to get through questions, so keep them coming in. And then we're going to come on to today's video, which is about my evening skincare routine, anti-aging, using all my favourites. So, do you know what? I'm going to have a sip of tea though before I lose my voice. This is your chance if you have. Oh my gosh, we're at 130 likes, which is amazing. I think that's coming up. Our record was 197, so let's see if we can get above that. If you haven't already, if you can click the like button, you can minimize the chat, click the like button, then when you maximize the chat, it takes you back to where you were, and then you'll have literally no problem finding your place again. So good. That tea is so good. It's clap cold now, but so good. Cass says, excited for the new products. Finally finished up my first order product. I will be waiting for new products to come out before restocking. I know a lot of people are planning on doing that, so I have actually bulk ordered a lot of the rest of the stock to restock. So, because I know a lot of people, especially when you're paying for shipping, the shipping standard. So, you know, if you want to buy the new products and top up on some of your favorites, there'll be plenty of stocks that everyone can take advantage of that with the shipping prices. And also, there's free shipping limits internationally as well. So hopefully with the 2 new products, it should be quite easy to get over the free shipping limits. So everyone can get free shipping, which, who doesn't like free shipping? Anita says, my holy grail experiment is the Glow Peel Pads by Blue Mercury, but I'm excited to try yours and see how it compares. Oh, I've never heard of that brand, so I definitely need to check them out. And I'd be excited to know how it compares, because I'm always open to a little comparison. See how things are. I want to be the best of the best, and you can only get that if people are honest with their feedback. Sophie says, I like the concept of exfoliating gel. I'll be purchasing. Not many products have kojic acid. I love kojic acid, and I honestly don't know why more brands don't formulate with it. It's a fantastic pigment correcting thing. It's not super sensitizing, you know, like everything, patch test first, but it's not super sensitizing like some other acids are. So I don't know why more brands don't formulate with it. I think for me it's like one second, I'm just going to plug this in. Right. Sorry, my the lighting was about to run out. It's on a battery thing, and it's about to run out. We're good. We're plugged in. And so yeah, I think more brands should formulate with kojic acid. I just think it's the best. But then I am biased because I decided to formulate with it. Christine says, being awesome is one of Rob's jobs. He excels at it. Oh, Christina, you're too nice. I'm just here for the compliments. Love you lots, Christina. Suzanne says, I've tried several exfoliating gels. They did okay. I'm looking forward to trying the Mad About Skin formula. I have dry skin. How will it work with my skin type? I wanted this to be formulated for people with drier skin types so they can use an effective exfoliating acid. All exfoliators are slightly drying on the skin, so I tried to offset that with the base formulation and the gel itself. So I think it will be balanced. You won't get any extra hydration from it, but it won't strip and dry you, which is nice. Perfect for drier skin types. Like always, different skin will react differently to different products, but I've tested it on a number of different people, and dryness is never something that people have brought up, so hopefully it'll work wonderfully for your skin. Selena says, won't be buying the buffet then. I have the worst oily and acne-prone skin, but I'm super dehydrated. Yeah, so this is the problem. Like, I think the buffet, having the castor oil is going to be prone to breaking you out. So what I would do instead, get yourself the Matrixol and the Azuraline solution by The Ordinary. Both of those used together, I think, give a very similar outcome to the buffet itself. Or you can get the buffet with copper peptides, which is more expensive and doesn't have the castor oil in. So it's better but it is more expensive. So I'll just leave that up to you to choose. But there are alternatives. Baba says, Rob, any thoughts on pure vegetable glycering on the face? If you've got very dry skin, it can be fine. If you're super oily or acne prone, nightmare. So it depends on your skin type. But yeah, it is actually proven to be a really nice, occlusive and humectant. So yes, works well, but I'd say only on the very driest skin types. For other people, I think it might be a little bit too heavy. Revi says, I cut my azelaic acid open too. I do. I like every last drop out of my products. Rosemary says, I always cut my azelaic acid to get the very last scrape. This is what I do. I think we should all be. Like, I think there'd be less waste in the world if everyone cuts the top off their product, scoops out the last, 3 or 4 days worth of product. Always a good idea. Bab says, have you used the I'm From Honey Mask Black Seed Oil? I've tried the mask. I liked it. Worked really well. I didn't try the black seed oil because you can't get it here in the UK very easily, so I gave up trying. But I do like the I'm From Honey mask. I like just general honey masking. Good quality honey, put on the skin, leave it for 10 minutes, wash it off. Beautiful. It's antibacterial, antimicrobial, it's hydrating, stunning. Sophie says, cut the tube and you can cut the top off the bottom. This is true, yes. So this is true. If you cut the tube, you can actually fold it over, then stick the top of the tube back on and it seals it. That's a really good thing. Adam Robert Lamb is in the house. So for those of you that haven't, I adore Adam. He's got his own channel. He's so amazing. Said, finally managed to catch it to a live. Lucky fabulous Rob. Thank you so much, Adam. And I would recommend every single person in this live stream check out Adam's channel. He's actually got 2 channels now. But check out his skincare channel and you can find the link to his vlog channel, which is actually really good. I don't like vlogs and I enjoyed every minute of his vlog, so that's praise. Definitely check out Adam's channel. Amazing. I adore him. Verena said, gently caressing that like button after returning from some wonderful dining out. Do my skincare now. Perfect setting. Verena, I hope you're enjoying your skincare and it sounds like you've had a wonderful evening. William says, ooh, exfoliating gel. Oh, William, you wait. Later on in the year, we are launching or hoping to launch, if the trials go right, a multi-antioxidant serum, and the cleansing balm is also coming later in the year. So there's 2 other things to look out for. But you know, these things do take a turnaround to create and really perfect. So hopefully you guys will look out for that in the future. Chris says, I cut all my products open when they're finishing, keep smaller containers to put leftovers in. I do. I think the world would be a less wasteful place if we all broke into our products before we did them, before we chucked them. Let's have a look. Reve says, yeah, I think the lip balm manufacturers do that, so we'll buy more lip balm. Do you know what, Reve? I'm onto it as well. I think the drier our lips are, the more product we use. So I'm sure they put drying ingredients in there, so we keep using them. So Suzanne says, I'm so excited to use a lip balm that won't do the exact opposite of what it's supposed to do. I know. Revelation, I know. International Language Dancers. Ooh, excited for the lip balm. Said Origins had a really nice lip balm, but I haven't seen it for like 2 years. They did. Rosemary, I love the Origins lip balm, but they discontinued it, and I don't know why. Because it was a really good product. Sophie says, is that Leo in the background? No. So Marcel is over there. My cat Marcel's in his giant rectangular bed. Leo. Yes, he's up there. Leo's on the side up there. He might come down. He's on his little cat tree, bless him. But he is, that's Marcel, which is amazing because I see what you're saying, like, oh, he's grooming himself. No, Marcel is usually a filthy cat that never grooms himself. So the fact you've got to see that in action is a miracle, because it's normally Leo that's pristine clean and Marcel's a little grot bag. He's like a full teenage dirtbag, because he's at a teenage where he doesn't feel the need to wash. He is so grumpy and sulky, bless him. So the fact you got to see him clean himself, this is a miracle. Nicholas says, I usually use a cherry Carmex lip balm. It's very refreshing. I haven't actually tried that one, I'm not gonna lie. I've done this thing. How have I managed to do that? I always lose where I am. Oh, here we are. We're back again. YouTube it's not the most user-friendly system, this. Jan says, I don't know why, but I love that cat in the back is so the same colour as the fluffy cat underneath. Oh, this is amazing. So yeah, we managed to, that is Marcel's bed. It is designed for dogs, but Marcel claims it, so he's all good. And it is the exact same colour as him. So he's in camouflage. He's camouflaged. So that's what the cat in the bed is so cute. I think Marcel has his appreciation society. I don't know if, no, he's back to sleep. I don't think he's coming over. He gives you enough. He teases you. He'll give you a little glimpse of him, but there's no way he's coming over to say hi. That the second I turn this live stream off, he'll be on my knee. It's cats. So Remy says, so excited for these products. Thank you so much, my love. Adam says, yes to the lip balm. Sounds gorgeous. Thank you, Adam. Don't you worry. I'm gonna send you them both the second they come in, so you can test them out, because for Adam, for those of you that want a little independent review of the original Mad About Skin launch, Adam did a fantastic one on his channel. So honest. So, like, because let's be honest, if you can't be honest with your friends, who can you be honest with? And feedback is really important. I'm glad, first of all, Adam, I'm glad you love the products. But a little feedback around how we can tweak the packaging and stuff is really important, because, like, now all the serums come as standard with a pump rather than the dropper bottle, which people, like, we're saying, the dropper, not the most user-friendly, let's get a pump, okay? And then we're able to feed it back through into the exfoliating gel, which is coming in as pump. So that feedback, I think any good brand should be open to feedback and then act on it, which hopefully we have. Hopefully you can see that. But definitely check out Adam's review of the Mad About Skin brand. I'm so proud of that review, because it's nice when somebody wants to review your products in a positive way and you haven't like sponsored them to say it, or it's just from the bottom of my heart. It was so amazing. Suzanne says it puts a lotion on the skin. I know that. I haven't seen that film in ages, Suzanne. I haven't seen that film in ages. Ashley says, I need this in my life. So excited. Thank you so much, my love. Christine says, oh my god, Rob, the lip balm sounds amazing. I'm listening to you too, but I can't stop looking at that snuggle fluff ball in the background. Yeah, do you know what? Marcel has literally ruined my launch. This was my big moment and Marcel stole it. It's typical of him, to be fair. Chris said the lip balm sounds like a dream. Right, so I'm so glad that everyone's loving it, honestly. Like, Fristenberg says, is the Roche-Posay lip balm shiny? Not as bad as some. It's a little bit glossy, but not as bad as some. I personally would be fine using it. It disappears after a while. Chris said the cat is very distracting. I know. I'm gonna Marcel stealing my thunder. So Jill says, looking forward to the vegan lip balm. I'm really excited, because I want to bring out, like, I don't think vegan means you have to compromise on quality, and that's why I'm happy to spend a little extra time, another month. The exfoliating gel, just for the record, is fully vegan. The lip balm, I want to spend a little extra time formulating the vegan version of it, just so that we can actually say this is just as good. It's not a cop out. It's not a substitute. This is just as good. And who knows, it might be better. I'm open. If it's better, who knows, we might only need one balm in our lives. I'm definitely open to sharing that. So we shall see. But yeah, I'm really excited to be sharing it. We've now got Suzanne says, I want to start on his little forehead. Marcel is very cute. He's very cute. Christina says 130 people watching, only 97 likes. Well, that has zoomed up to 142, which is amazing. But we have, I think we've got like 20 minutes left. It'd be amazing if we broke our record for likes, which is 197. So if you haven't already, do a guy a favor, click the like button. If you can't find it, if you minimize the chat, you'll see the like button. You can click on it and it's all good. Let's see. So Ashley says, I love that they'll be unglossy and long lasting. Lip butter sounds like perfection. This is it. I'm still trying to find out, like, we've decided on a name now, so it's too late to turn back. But I wanted it to be almost like lip conditioner, because lip balm implies one thing, lip gloss implies another. If it's like a lip conditioning treatment, should be used twice a day to condition the lips and it'll all be beautiful. And that to me is what I was looking for. Susan says, hi, always looking for a great lip balm. It gets so hot here. It's nice to have something light and not goopy. I agree. Nobody wants goop in their life. Oh, actually, that was really shady. I think that's Gwyneth Paltrow's brand, isn't it? I meant Goopy. I didn't mean Goop, the Gwyneth Paltrow brand. I'm not that shady. Actually, it's quite overpriced. That is shady. Labratam, I think I pronounced that right, says, thanks, Rob. I won the free product from you. It was super nice peptide. I really appreciate it. It is a pleasure, my love. I hope you enjoy it, my love. Season 8 said, it's 57 degrees here in Florida, but the sun is shiny bright. Beautiful day here. Oh, you're making me so jealous. I'm going to come over there. We can do a beach day together. Suzanne says, Rob's pets must feel like royalty. They get way more attention than I do, and it's not fair. Life is not fair. No, they are. They're so overly pampered. I just, you know what? I love my pets. Marcel he's a full spoiled brat teenager. Leo has the heart of gold. So if there were people, they're both in their teenage years, a cat equivalent. If there were people, Marcel would be the ultimate, like, hellish teen. He'd be slamming doors all over the place, you know, mooning around the house, being really angry, really, like, no one would understand him. It'd be so difficult. That would be Marcel. Leo would be like the dream teenager that just goes up to his room after school, does his homework, comes down, asks if he can help you to cook. He'd be the dream teenager. The two of them, very different. Christina said the puppy behaves like a toddler. He's very spoiled. He is very spoiled. Suzanne says, just got our boosters, feeling great. We love that, Suzanne. I'm glad that you're protected, you know, keeping well. I didn't have a reaction to mine either. I was lucky because I know some people did. So Celine says, can't wait to try the exfoliating gel. Sounds like something I love. I hope it is, my love. I hope it is. Jackie says, I love the cold. For me, it's my favorite time of the year. I like snow. I don't like just generic cold. I like snow. How late is it there? So here we are. What time is it here? We're like just after 7 o'clock. Very dark because of the time of the year, though. Melenthia says, had to walk away. Did I miss the price and mad about Skin Balm and Gel? Melenthia, you didn't, because I actually forgot to say. So we're working on the prices. So for the balm, you're getting, for the balm, you're getting 40 ml of product, which is big by lip balm standards. So mostly, I didn't want it to be so big that it was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with this. So you're getting enough product that actually you get a lot of use out of it. Because I always think, you know what, the bigger the product is, the less frequently you have to purchase it, the better it is for air miles, for our pocket, all that good stuff. So you're getting a lot, because I think the standard lip balm is like 15 to 20 mils. So you're getting more than that, which is good. We're just ironing out the prices now, because we just want to make sure it works with the shipping and everything. But it's certainly going to be under the £10 price point, which I always wanted it to be, because no one wants to overpay for anything. And I'm going to make it as affordable as possible. But I also didn't want to compromise on the ingredients. So for me, it's that balance of high quality ingredients, because that's what actually delivers in a lip product, versus the price point, if that kind of makes sense. The exfoliating gel, same principle. We're just finalizing the final bits in terms of the costs, which is then when we'll be able to work out the price. But it will be in the ballpark of the serum, maybe just a little bit less, which is good, because again, you're getting more product than you would standard get in that. So there's no tiny sizes. I'll be able to reveal all on the website and the sneak peeks in the next couple of days. So yes, you can rest assured that it's going to be affordable. I want to keep the price point, I've always committed to this, as low as possible. But equally, especially with the lip balm, like, paying a bit extra for some extra quality ingredients, I think, is really important. Like, for me anyway, to get the maximum benefits. Sugarless says, Said my name 3 times there. Rob, are you open to ideas for videos? I'm finding them a bit repetitive. Yeah, if you want to suggest anything, I always try to mix it up in terms of the video content that I produce. We've got some different series coming, so we're doing the evolution of, where we take a deeper dive into some of the skincare brands, which people seem to be really loving. We've got some series where we're looking at specific like skin issues and stuff. But yeah, I'm always open to suggestions on videos, anything you want to see. The only thing I'll caveat is said that, you know, we have quite a broad section of the world that watch. I don't like videos that are too specific on specific things, because obviously that's not going to be accessible to everyone. So it's a very niche condition. I always say, you know, speak to a dermatologist rather than YouTube. Other than that, yeah, I'm open to videos, ideas, brands, anything that you want. We'd be quite happy to do it. But we're continuing some of our series. So the evolution of series is really, really popular. Tomorrow's video is on the evolution of Mario Badescu, which, spoiler alert, not the best. So in that, we're going to talk all about the shady law, the legal issues that they've had. We're going to talk about how that evolved, how it's actually not the owner, Mario Badescu himself, that's to blame, because sometimes, you know, the name gets, you know, allows them, these people end up getting criticized for it. That's not the case. It's a lot of people that came after him. And we're going to talk about why it's suddenly growing in popularity again, as if everyone's just forgotten all the things that went before it. We're going to unpick all of that and talk about it. So that's tomorrow's video, which hopefully people will love. In terms of today's video, we've got 15 more minutes of the live stream. I'm going to be answering as many questions as I can. But the video that comes straight after this is on like the ultimate anti-aging. So how this is going to work is we're going to talk about like all my favorite evening skincare. So do you guys remember I did the morning anti-aging skincare routine, which you guys loved about a month ago? I wanted to film the PM equivalent because my morning and evening routines are very different. So hopefully you guys will watch that. And hopefully you'll do your evening skincare routine along with me. I'd love that. Natalie says, minus 28 degrees with the wind here in Ottawa. Time to start a fire in my fireplace. Oh, that should be so... Oh, and you're getting snow on Monday. I'm sending you lots of love. Bundle up warm, Natalie. Get that fire going, and I'll come over. Toast some marshmallows on the fire. Paintbrush says, hi Rob. Saw that Mad About Skin packages arrived in Toronto. Hooray! Your exfoliating gel sounds intriguing. My skin has been temperamental with adapalene. I'm looking forward to using the moisturizer. I hope it works. I love the Mad About Skin moisturizer with my adapalene, because my skin still gets a little bit flaky, a little bit dry. That really helps. So hopefully, now it's in Toronto, hopefully you will absolutely love it, my love. But let me know what you think. Anne says, from what can I tell you, you're the only skin influencer that does regular lives and interaction with your base. It really shows. Thank you. I honestly love these. These are no hardship at all. Once a week I like to sit down with you guys. We're supposed to do it for an hour. We always run over. Why not? And honestly, I love sitting down and chatting with you guys. It's like the highlight of my week. So I know a lot of your content creators, and this is no shade, because different people have different commitments and different times, and you know, it's not always that easy to commit like I can once a week to do this. But I always think when someone does a random sporadic live and you're like, oh, that was really nice, and then you don't have anything for like 6 months, I love that, because not everybody can join every week. People dip in and out, watch on replay. It's just nice to be able to interact with you guys in like in just a really positive way. I love you all so much. So thank you, and that means a lot to me, so thank you. Johnson says, hello from a 6 degrees Celsius in the west coast of Canada. That's practically tropical. No, I hope you're staying very warm, Johnson. So Adam says, all ready to go live 4 p.m. UK tomorrow. So yeah, so that's Adam's new vlog post. I am loving the vlog content, so I'll be tuning in. Adam, 4 p.m. it'll be in the diary tomorrow. Love you lots. And I would recommend everyone, if you haven't, like I said, check out Adam's channel. So good, so good. We have basically the same skin type, which is why I find all of his videos super useful, because a lot of the products he tries before me, like first on the Omega Cream by the Inculist, so definitely love that review, and just a great channel. So Mojina says, hi Rob, I think you missed my question. Will there be a fragrance version of the lip balm for lovers of the sensorial experience? I did miss that question. I'm so sorry. I don't know how I managed that. So there isn't a plan yet. Nothing, I never say never. I think what we want to do, so how I envisage the skincare line progressing is I want to get the core components nailed down first. So you've got all the aspects of your skincare routine, and then I want to refine it and bring in alternatives, you know, different adaptations of each one. So I would love to do a tinted lip balm for people that like a little tint, for a fragrance lip balm, or a scented one for people that like that. I definitely want to bring that, but I want to get the skincare line nailed down first, and then we can add variants on that, because I just think that's going to be a little bit bit easier. The challenge is always actually producing these products. Like it's a whole lot of process that you have to go from start to finish to be able to create it. And so I'd love to be able to launch with like 20 products all in one go. It's just as what I wanted to do originally, and I soon had to curtail my enthusiasm because that's just, it wouldn't be possible. But yes, so I never say never when it comes to products. I would definitely like to be able to add a scented version because I'm all about the sensorial, like you say. I think that would be really nice. So yes, watch this space. Let's just say watch this space. Let's see. So Kirsten says, I think you missed me. Please, I need something for my dark circles. I tried the ordinary caffeine and the Q&A peptide thing. Anything else you can recommend? So first of all, Kirsten, are you doing the massage technique? So with your cleanser, going in circular motions like that, because that lymphatic drainage can really help. 20 rounds morning and night will work so well. On top of that, I would skip straight to the NIOD fractionated eye contour concentrate. It's a bit up there. It's the only one that's really worked properly for me. I like the Q&A peptide. I think it works well. I like the Q&A caffeine. I think it works well. But the thing that's made the biggest difference to my under eye area has hands down been that NIOD fractionated eye contour concentrate. It just works so well. So I would definitely recommend if it's within your price range, because you know what, skincare should always be, you know, accessible to you in terms of your price range and what you want to get out of it. If it is, I would definitely recommend that. Suzanne says, oh my god, Rob, you're adorable when you giggle. It's the best kind of infectious that we need right now. Yeah, we don't need a lot more of infectious. We've got over that. We don't need any more of that in life. Giggle is fine. Thank you so much, Suzanne. We love you. Hillpree says, oh man, I almost missed this. We've been out excavating the backyard. Oh gosh, Nemo sunscreen. Hillpree, I hope the excavation has gone well, my love. Pictures, send me pictures. And I hope you're all up to date with Drag Race. Me and Hillpree love a little Drag Race. Season 14's just started. I'm actually loving it. I didn't like season like 12 and 13 that much. Drag Race season 14 is so good. They've got some really different and innovative like queens on there. So good. So definitely would recommend everyone check that out. Elizabeth says, hello, I can't type. I love that, Elizabeth. It's like, do you remember when people used to send telegrams and it's like, went to the beach, stop. Had a nice day, stop. It's been like that. I thought you were sending me a telegram. Elizabeth, I hope you're having an amazing, well, I'm going to say Sunday. I think it's Sunday morning with you guys over in Oz. Sending you so much love. And hopefully the Australian Open is, love a bit of tennis. That's starting this week, which is super exciting. I know most people are focusing on Djokovic. Will he, won't he play, all of that. I just like a good bit of tennis. So I'll definitely be tuning into that and thinking of everyone over in Australia. Lulubot said, finally made it to a live stream. We love you. Thank you so much for joining. Valencia says, oh, come on then. I'll give them a go. It's the most British thing I think I've heard. And today I love it. Please say bloody hell before the end of the live. Oh, bloody hell. That is very British. I didn't realise that. Yeah. Oh, come on then. I'll give them a go. I think, you know, when you talk in your, like, it's a very British saying, but we say it all the time. And like, yes, but bloody hell. Yeah, that's my dad's like favourite go-to saying. If there's any other British words you want me to pronounce. I don't think I've got a very British accent. I think I've got quite a northern British accent, which isn't like the Queen's English. But if there's any other words you want me to pronounce in a British accent, I'm quite happy to do it. Lulubot says, I'm a chef and I'm not sure how to protect my skin at work. The fryers are a killer and also dehydrating. Nothing seems to prevent the damage. Any advice? I would say keep it minimum when you go into work and then focus on everything when you get out of work. So, when you go into work, just maybe a barrier support cream like the Stratia Liquid Gold is gorgeous. Then put that on the skin. When you get home, do your full skincare routine. Even if it's midday, if you get back at like midday, do your full skincare routine. Because I think we overload the skin when we go into those environments. Actually, what you should be doing is minimal, protecting the skin when you get back out there. Also, antioxidants are really good. Using a multi-antioxidant serum, I think would be a really good option for you. Ellie Savitt says, love from Greece. Sending you lots and lots of love. So Maria says, what do you think about the Eucerin anti-pigment? Now, I'm going to get onto that. I'm just going to have a quick sip of my tea. We're at 155 likes, by the way. All we need is another 42 and we'll beat our record. So if you haven't already, minimize the chat, click the like button, maximize the chat, do all that stuff. I'm going to take the last sip of this gorgeous tea and then I'm going to come on to that question. So good. I like the Eucerin anti-pigment. I think it's really good. I think it works better for drier skin types than oily skin types. It potentially broke me out just a little bit. My pigmentation is a result of acne, so it's a no to me. But I think for people that want a pigmentation correcting serum in a really nice hydrating base, I think it's a really good one. Eloise says, hi Rob, my first time here. Thank you so much for joining, Eloise. It's a pleasure to have you here. I love Boots, their glycolic acid body peel and cream. I love Superdrug too. I spent loads on their B Plus range. Have you ever reviewed these? I haven't, but I love both. The Boots ingredients range and the Superdrug Me Plus range, game-changingly good. And I am going to do a review of both of them in the next couple of months, definitely. Loving so much from them. And thank you for joining the live. It's great to talk to you live, my love. Christina says, hey, I made it, even though I'm so late. Hope you're having a great weekend. We love you, Christina. Better late than never, I always say. And you know what? Anything you've missed, all of these live streams are back on replay. So straight after it's done, you can click on the replay squad and catch up on anything that you've missed. Chloe says, hi Rob, I love your videos. Thank you. Do you think a Face Theory Azelaic acid serum 15% will be okay to start using azelaic acid? I want to use it for rosacea but worried about the stinging. I personally would say normally yes, you could jump straight to 15. It's fine. You might get a little bit of stinging, but you know, who cares? Just work through it. It'll die down after a period of time. But with rosacea, I think it might be too much. I'd start maybe with something in the 5 to 10% range and then build up. Your skin will get used to it. You'll soon be able to tolerate 15%, but I just think on rosacea, you might find that prickling and tingling, which I normally say is just worth working past. It might be too intense. It might cause a lot of flushing. So I might be inclined to say start with something lower and work your way up. That would be my recommendation. But I hope it works for you. Azelaic acid is fantastic for rosacea, so it's definitely the right ingredient to use. Just maybe start a little bit more gentle. May says, on Facebook, I saw someone had the serum, but with a pump top. Is that something that's going to be changed in the future? Yes, so all the current stock comes with the dropper, but I put in a pump at the same time, so you can choose whichever one you want. All future stock, to avoid waste, because I hate waste, is just going to come with the pump, because that's what people prefer, so that's what it's going to come with. But at the moment, if you order currently, you will get the dropper as standard, and I'll put a pump in there with you so you can choose which one you want. So it's all about customer choice. Let's have a look. Marlene says, oh no, sorry. So let's go through and see. Where we are? Verena says, was there any news on the balm cleanser? Good question. So the balm cleanser is proving to be very difficult to actually formulate. It's taking a lot of time, not gonna lie, a lot of time to just perfect it. I want it to be perfect and right. So it is coming later in the year. Hopefully I'll be able to do an announcement, because I know so many of you guys are really hoping to get your hands on it, so fingers crossed, promise. I said, yay, Rob's a gamer, just when I thought I couldn't love him anymore. I don't think I'm a very good one. I think my Mario Kart skills, I mean, my 70-year-old nephew beats me in Mario Kart, so I'd say enthusiastic but not talented would be the summary of my game playing. Raquel says, oh my god, Rob, Streets of Rage is so good. I've been lurking, listening while doing chores. I love that game. It's such the best arcade game ever. If you haven't played it, I think you can still get the old version of it. So good. My uppercut on it, second to none. Should just come to the right for some serum restock. This is, I hopefully the launch will happen at the right time for everyone that does want to restock any of their existing products, and there's plenty of stock in there, so you don't all have to rush. There'll be plenty out there, I promise. Now we have 2 minutes left of today's live stream. If I didn't get round to your comments, don't panic, just leave them in the comment section below. I always respond to the comments on live streams as soon as I can, so I promise. I've got one more question left, which is coming from Johnson. Says, I recently threw away a bunch of lip balms. They do expire and have a POA period. Don't keep using old products. True. With lip balms, they do expire generally because they're butter based and oil based. They tend to have a longer shelf life than some other serums. That's not a golden rule. Always check the use by date. And I would say that a lot of the testing happens. So we put the Mad About Skin Balm, for example, through its paces, through an enhanced aging process where they submit it to pressure, humidity, heat, and all of that to work out how long it's going to last. And we've stopped at the 6-month period to say it's good for 6 months. Once opened, it's good for 6 months. Possibly we could have pushed it past and said it's good for 2 years, who knows, but cut off for 6 months, and that's just, I think, good practice. Once you've opened a product, use it, enjoy it, love it. Don't let it sit there accumulating dust so you have to throw it out. And I hope that's the case with the balms. The 6-month use by once it's open, I think is pretty standard, and it's just that I think hopefully everyone will have used it, lavished their lips, and they'll be snog ready in an instant, and they won't need to keep it longer than that. Now I'm gonna answer. We've got time for one more question, haven't we? Let's have a look. So Amy says Rob, says now let's see if Rob will do a beard filter. I don't know what I'd look like with a beard. I can barely grow like fluff, but we'll try. Thank you all so much for sharing with my Sunday evening with me. Johnson says Rob will be changing styles in 2022, adding facial hair after using lots of copper peptides. It's the plan, Johnson. Keep posted. A chance will be a fine thing is all I'll say. Thank you all guys for sharing your Saturday evening with me, but it doesn't stop here. We're going to head over to today's video, which is on my perfect anti-aging skincare routine, the evening edition. You've seen the morning, we're doing the evening edition where I'm going to share with you all my favourites led together in a skincare routine. There's a little something for everyone, and you'll also be able to see the Mad About Skin Lip Balm in action if you want to see it on there. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your love and support. Honestly, it means so much, and hopefully you don't need to do anything. You'll transfer over to today's video where you'll want to leave a like, and it'll be there. If you can't stay around, that's fine. If you can, we'll chat over there. Love you all so much. Bye.